So we thought that we would read to you the story of Magnus Bane's voicemail after a certain incident in the city of Lost Souls. Do you guys want to hear it? Okay. We had a lot of fun writing it together, passing it back and forth.
And now we're going to be passing it back and forth again. Sarah will begin.
All right.
So, here, Magnus, you just press the button on your answering machine or punched in the numbers or whatever it is people do now with their voicemail.
You don't listen to your messages.
I don't ever. I have 301 unlistened to messages.
Yeah.
Magnus and I, we have so much in common.
Well, mine are gold. You should listen to them. Magnus is already having a bad day. It's about to get worse. So much worse. Today at 2 a.m. Hi, Magnus. It's Alexander. Well, you know that. I'm just calling because I think we need to talk. I guess you're busy. Call me back, okay? Beep. Today at 2:35 a.m. Isabel speaking. Maybe there hasn't been a misunderstanding. Maybe you just made a terrible error. That's okay. People make mistakes. All they have to do is grovel, beg for forgiveness, and all is well. That's how it can be. I'm prepared to let it go this once, Magnus. Beep.
Today, 2:10 a.m. Hi, Magnus. This is Isabel Lightwood. There seems to have been a small misunderstanding. My brother came home under an impression I'm sure is totally mistaken. Call me or else, and let's get this cleared up. I don't know why I said or else. We're all friends here. Today, 3 o'clock a.m. Isabel. Let me just follow up by describing what a big mistake you'd be making if you broke up with Alec. The Lightwoods are seriously hot people. You are not going to meet any sexier shadow hunters, and that's saying something. Because you know what they say about shadow hunters. Our business is fighting demons and looking fine, and business is booming. Some people say the hair and nails are hot, but think about it. Not only do we outnumber them, but we took their last hottie, and we made him ours. I have looked back on portraits of our ancestors. Gabriel Lightwood was notably smoking. If you break up with Alec, you will not only be losing one stone-cold fox, but a whole family of foxes. I will pass down the word to my children's children. No Lightwood is ever going to so much as wink at you in a bar. Think about that. Think about being Lightwoodless and lonely 500 years from now in a sad and chilly nightclub on the moon. Beep.
Hey, at 11 a.m. Hi, it's Alec. I guess you're still busy. That's okay. I know you have a lot of things to do. Just call me back when you're free. Whenever you're free. It doesn't matter what time. I'll be awake. I really want to talk to you. Beep.
Okay, be quiet, you stupid cat. All right. You told me, stop calling Isabel, but I'm not the one calling you. Church is calling you. Mine are merely the fingers that work the phone. See, here's something you may not have known before you committed your recent rash acts. Our cat, Church, and your cat, Chairman Meow, they're in love. I never knew such love could exist in the heart of a cat. Some people say that love between two dude cats is wrong. But I think it's beautiful. Love makes Church happy. Nothing makes him happy like Chairman Meow. Not tuna, not shredding centuries-old tapestries with his claws. Nothing. Please don't keep these cats apart. Look, this is just a warning for your own good. If you keep Church and Chairman Meow apart, Church will start to get angry. You won't like Church when he's angry. Beep. Are you acting things out?
I was acting things out maybe a little. I have a great thespian gift. I wanted to share it with the world. Today, at 14 minutes past 5 p.m. Hi, Magnus. This is Clary. Nobody told me to make this phone call. Isabel did ask me to call you, but I said no. And she doesn't know I'm making this one. Honestly, when I first met Alec, I thought he was really horrible. Admittedly, I was a little off my game, with finding out about magic worlds and Mom being kidnapped. That was a bad time. But Alec still really was not my favorite person. He was a jerk. But he wasn't a jerk because he's a bad guy. He was a jerk because he was unhappy. And he felt like he had to pretend to be someone he wasn't. I guess he learned that he had to hide things all the time when he was growing up. He had to keep secrets or lose people. He's a lot better when he's with you. He's better because he's happier. I don't really know how relationships work. Jace is the only boyfriend I've ever had, and I'm told our relationship has not gone along traditional lines. But I guess that's what a relationship seems like to me. That no matter what else is going on, you're happiest when you're together. I'm not just calling because I'm worried about Alec. You seem really happy with him, too. I was wondering how you are. I hope you're doing okay. Beep.
Hi, Magnus. It's Simon. You know me. Well, you called me Smentley last time we spoke. We played. I'm calling to, sorry if this is out of line, suggest that you maybe take Alec back. I think it would be good for morale. Honestly, Alec was really horrible to Claire when they first met. If he turns all cranky again, I don't know what Claire is going to do. In those days, Claire had way fewer weapons, and way fewer brothers. This time it's different. Her boyfriend is on fire. She's got enough problems. I guess what I'm saying is that we'd all appreciate it if you just took one for the team. Not that I'm part of a Shadowhunter team. Shadowhunters don't let vampires join the team. Anyway, this message probably seems selfish and also crazy. I honestly do feel bad for Alec. He's a good guy. Much less annoying than Jace. I've always felt like, given the opportunity, we could be friends. Maybe bros. Maybe we could be bros who shoot arrows together. It may at this point be obvious that Isabel forced me to make this phone call. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to say, but here's the thing. Alec looks really bad. Ow! Isabel. I mean, he's looking fine. He's a very handsome guy. Much better looking than Jace, if you ask me. But he's obviously really down. Anyone can see it. I don't really notice how guys look most of the time, but even I can see it. He has black rings under his eyes. His sweaters are coming apart with despair. His mom was worried because he isn't eating, and I heard Jace hinting about hairbrushes yesterday. Of course, for a badass warrior, Jace is kind of fussy. I don't know what happened between you guys, but I know when someone is sorry. I can tell, whatever he did, Alec is sorry. If you could give him a break, that would be great. Okay. I guess that's it. Please don't ever tell Jace I said he was a badass warrior. Beep.
11:48 p.m. No, you listen! You're not calling back face! You're making a big mistake. I was the best thing that ever happened to you. Okay, statistically that's not very likely. A lot of stuff has happened to you. A lot of people have happened to you. I think that's what made me do what I did. I just wanted to know that I wasn't, low down on the long list. I didn't want there to be a pretty mediocre footnote in the story of your life. Jace! Jace, wake up! Jace, how do you delete messages on someone else's phone?
Mr. Bane. Sorry, today, 11 a.m. Mr. Bane, I am authorized to contact you on behalf of my client. It is my opinion, and I consider it to be the opinion of the judge, that your actions vis-a-vis terminating your relationship with one Alexander Gideon Lightwood, Esquire, were unlawful. I have in my office witnesses and documentation to prove that you were in fact common law married. Mr. Lightwood could claim half of your freehold in Brooklyn. Alright, fine, it's Isabel again. And my lawyer's Church. But I truly believe that we have a case, and Church has never lost a lawsuit. Answer the phone, Magnus! Beep!
Today, at 7:52 p.m. Listen up, buddy! Nobody breaks up with Lightwood. Nobody. Meliorn thought he could tell his fairy buddies over cups of mead that he'd broken up with me. And all I'm saying is that Meliorn hasn't seen his fairy steed in a while. Once a guy visited the Institute and he thought he could leave a Dear Jane letter for me as he walked out the door. Jace found the letter. 10 minutes later, that guy had a broken wrist and a concussion. And then I let Jace at him. This is Isabel, by the way.
Today, 8:01 p.m. Hello, Bane. Magnus. Greetings, Magnus Bane. High Warlock of Brooklyn, from Maris Lightwood of the New York Institute. Head of the New York Institute. I'm totally the head, and I'm calling on Shadowhunter business, because I am in charge of all Shadowhunter business. The matter on which I am calling is a complex one, too complex to be discussed over the phone. I think it would, upon consideration, it would be best if you visited the Institute, so we could discuss this important shadow hunter business in person. Please do not misunderstand me. This is a professional phone call about a purely business matter. I am simply intent on important shadow hunter business. You would naturally be welcome to stay for tea and social conversation with whatever members of the Institute might happen to be present at the time of your business. After we conclude our important shadow hunter business, of course.
Beep. Today, 10:29 p.m. Greetings to High Warlock Magnus Bane from the New York Werewolf Clan. This is Mayor Roberts. Luke would have called, but he's in the bathroom. What? Shut up. He's been in the bathroom for a really long time, okay? We think it might be food poisoning. He's been in the bathroom for so long that we believe he is no longer a leader. Anyway, the werewolves would like to visit with you. You know, just one of those friendly werewolf on warlock chats. And whoever else happens to show up at the meeting. I just want to state for the record that this is stupid and he's never going to buy it.
Today, 1:06 a.m. I'm outside your door, Magnus. I'm going to break it down. I would already have broken it down if you hadn't put up stupid warlock spells like a stupid warlock cheater. Answer the door right now or I'll kill you. I know you're in there. I know you broke my brother's heart. I'm not going to stand for it. Answer the door right now so I can kill you. This is Isabel, by the way. Beep.
Today, at 2:33 a.m., greetings, Magnus Bane, High Warlock of Brooklyn, from Rafael Santiago of the New York Vampire Clan, loyal servant of our glorious Queen Maureen. Forever may she reign in dark glory. And the future Prince Consort Simon, Babelicious Rock God. We have to begin all our telephone calls in this manner now, including our nightly call to a place called Hot Topic. It would be needless to state after this introduction that I consider myself a damn soul. I am contacting you because our queen wished to send a summons to the shiny man who is Simon's friend. That's a quote. She adds that she supports you and your relationship. While I'm on the telephone, Lily happened to overhear some not terribly interesting conversation at Tacky's between several melodramatic teenagers of your acquaintance. Imagine my surprise when I learned the ill-advised relationship between yourself and an excessively young male shadow hunter has been abruptly and unpleasantly concluded. I wanted to inform you that your esteemed colleague Ragnar Fell now owes me $10 due to a small bet that we made amongst ourselves on the subject of how that liaison would end. Of course, Ragnar will never pay me my $10 because he was murdered by the Nephilim. Due to a conflict between Nephilim and the Downworlders, who for some reason embroiled in, just like the conflict we're currently having. So I suppose you could say that Ragnar died for nothing. Shadow hunters, could their new motto be something like, not worth the bother? Beep.
Okay, 11:23 a.m. Hi, Magnus. This is Isabel. I'm calling to apologize for attempting to break down your door, for the phone calls and visits that I've been told might be counted as harassment, and for describing all of your neighbors as a filthy downwelder love weasel. Though I realize some of the things I said might have seemed threatening, of course, a shadow hunter would never inflict physical harm on anyone not engaged in evil, or at least being totally annoying. I feel I was being pretty reasonable the entire time and playing it cool, but I've been told that from an outside perspective, it looks like I might have slightly lost my head. I admit I do get a bit protective of my big brother. He always protected me. The truth is, I don't have to threaten you with anything worse than you've already done to yourself. Alec is brave, he's good, he's loyal, and like all lightwoods, he has cheekbones you could use to slice salami. You're never going to find anyone as great as my brother, or anyone who loves you as much. He's one of the best things in my life. And I'm prepared to bet he's one of the best things in yours. You're going to be so sorry when you wake up and realize what you threw away. In exchange for my promise to be cool in future, I'd appreciate it if you deleted this sappy message. I have a reputation to keep up.
Hi, Magnus. This is Alec. I'm just calling to say that I might have asked a couple of people who you were actually talking to if they could possibly put in a good word for me with you. And it has now been brought to my attention that a couple of people might have taken things slightly too far. So I guess this is me calling to tell you that I'm really sorry. Again. I won't call. I won't text. I'm sorry about all the texts. Especially about the one I sent at 3:15 in the morning on Wednesday. You know the one. Yeah, I'm very sorry about that. You can call me or text me, though, if you ever want to. I don't expect you will, but I really hope you do. I won't give up hoping.
These records were obtained with some difficulty from a cell phone which appears to have been burned with intense magical fire.